Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Trey.
And my name is Ryan, and welcome to the Ending Hour Podcast, Revamped Edition.
Yeah, guys. So this is actually going to be the second initiation of this podcast. It was founded in 2022, April or May, by Ryan, our friend RJ, and myself. We had about 8 to 12 of us that would go out pretty much every single weekend and just kind of, vibe out. We liked going to Red Dogs at Wrightsville Beach. We went to some bars downtown, but we pretty much just explored nightlife in Wilmington, North Carolina. And that's actually where we're from. We're brothers from Wilmington, North Carolina. And we decided what a great idea it'd be to make a podcast. Problem is that we didn't define what exactly the vision or, path for that podcast was. And so that kind of led to, once we recorded 4 episodes and posted 2 around September, October of 2022, we had a very confused feedback. It was like, what is this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it wasn't something that we expected, and then it was kind of like a little bit of like, oh shit, how did we not figure this out already? So we went ahead and basically did that. It took some time. Obviously life happens. But now we're back and we're hitting the ground running. We're ready to get going. We just moved out to Leland. We were living about an hour away from Wilmington, the heart of Wilmington, which obviously makes things difficult to get people on the podcast.
Yeah, it definitely extremely difficult. And that was one of our, biggest detriments when it came to the last podcast, is because no one wanted to drive out there to do it. So, us being right over the bridge from Wilmington, which is, the big city near us, it's going to be easier to get people in here. And not only, is it going to be easier to get people in here, with the time allotted between then and now, we have, I think, twice as, better the equipment that we have now.
Yeah, we definitely upgraded the equipment. We started out the gate with a lot of really, really nice equipment. We didn't want to go with just a simple laptop, lavalier mic or some like, Blue Yeti, something that was very cost effective. We went with the, Rodecaster Pro, the 4 DSL or XLR mics, the 4, mic stands, the nice aesthetic. The only thing we really, didn't expand on right out of the gate was professional lighting. And we just recently did. And so, our podcast equipment, is very, very nice, top of the line. And we even went with a backdrop, which you'll see in some of the wide camera angle lenses or on like still images on like social media, like Instagram and such. So definitely went with, a more professional setup for sure.
Yep. And leading into that, one of the things that we're working on right now, and we were working on it tonight actually, is our website. Right now it's private because it's under construction. But one of the things that both me and Trey are looking for are people who want to be a part of the brand, because Ending Hour is just not a podcast. It's a brand. Right. So, podcast is just a subsection of the brand. And we're looking for people who,
are just as passionate as us. Yeah. We have the Ending Hour tattoo on our forearms, Ryan and myself. And, that just shows and speaks to our passion about our brand. And we want to explore opportunities for people to kind of get involved, who are just as passionate about this craft and this, different space, this creative space as we are. And, mainly right now, what we're looking for is, videography. We're looking for lighting, people with experience in lighting, videography, photography, stuff like that. Just to kind of help with the production side, and the media side. But, we're expanding out to like marketing and social media, creative thinking, product development, project management, business development, different types of stuff like that. And even, sponsors, like people that can go out there and kind of do like investor relations, like can go out there and try to find opportunities that we can partner with brands, and just kind of grow our brand, in the meantime.
Yeah. And exactly. I mean, you put that perfectly. And, we want to bring people in who love this stuff. And this is the new age. This is where, media is going. You just don't turn on the news anymore. And that's, how you get your news. There's podcasts. There's all sorts of avenues to watch content. And, we're just looking to bring, a lot of people in. And I think it's going to be exciting. And I think we're going to get a lot of interest from it.
Yeah. So we're going to be on all social media, guys. Twitter is probably what's going to be maybe our least, as it's not really as, heavily involved in today's, social media space. But, our long form content is going to be out on YouTube. Our short form content is going to be recycled. It's going to be the same content recycled across 4 different platforms: YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook, and then TikTok, of course. And then we're also going to be on Snapchat as well.
Yep. And then, really, well, one thing, watching videos on YouTube and everything, we're going to try to get into the vlogging lifestyle as well. And that's going to be really big, is, try to get somebody to help us, do it a day in life, follow us around with the camera, just so we can get that content, because us trying to do it together, it's a little difficult. So, we're really looking at a lot of different avenues, and, trying to attack each avenue pretty hard.
Yep. And the website's going to be really nice because, like Ryan said, it's not only going to be like an informational website, but it's also going to be interactive. So it's going to have like an About Us section where you can get to know who we are, what the brand is, just kind of all the general information. But then as far as the interactive section, it's going to have like a scheduling and booking section, which is going to be able to give you the chance to kind of see what is going to be the next like 2 weeks or 4 weeks of schedules, for us. And so like what we have going on, whether it be during the day or at night, whether it be a weekday or a weekend. And so that'll also give you the opportunity, as far as the booking section, to be able to go ahead and apply to be invited onto the podcast. And you can kind of try and reserve a certain day and time. We're still in the works of seeing how it's going to be integrated and what kind of options we have for customization. But it's going to be something that, I'm excited about as far as the website. And then also, like Ryan said, an ability to apply to be a part of the brand in 10 different design sections or avenues.
Yeah, and I mean, the avenue that we're looking for the podcast is we're going to bring people on that for example, small business owners, big business owners, artists,
DJs, nightclubs, bars, artists. You already said that, but just anybody really within the community, other creators, other social media creators, or influencers, people who are within our space, but not only just our space, but in the community as well.
Yep. And, because when you look at, something or somebody that does something that you might not necessarily, know anything about, getting them on a podcast and diving into their lives,
you learn so much more.
Yeah. And diving into their niche is like, it's eye opening and it's entertaining. So that's where, our vision is for this podcast, really.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited to go out there and see, what kind of people we can bring on the podcast. And of course, anybody that has any kind of ideas, we're also going to have like a section on our website for feedback. People can kind of say, yeah, I'd really like you to bring like a tattoo artist on or something like that, a restaurant owner, whoever.
Yeah. And not only like, something general as that, but like maybe someone specific that we don't know that lives in this area, that we can, reach out to them, because, even though that we're both from here, we don't know everybody that lives here. So there might be like a diamond in the rough that, we don't know that lives here, but they do.
Yep. And we're definitely looking, like, we believe in this brand so much, like we're looking to go ahead and give the, people, the opportunity that if you have a specific skill set and you think, hey, I really could bring something to the Ending Hour brand, we don't know who's out there that's looking for an opportunity. So whether you're a film student that just graduated from UNCW, we both went to UNCW. I majored in business. So like business is my avenue. Like it's my expertise, but like I'm not as knowledgeable about like any of the video production and stuff. We're fast learners, and me and you jump on, and catch on quickly. But, if somebody was like recently graduated from UNCW and they wanted to, work with us, that would be considered like an internship. And then they could become a part of the brand. And as we continue to grow this company and grow this brand, they could earn equity position in what could be a very, very, very prosperous situation for them.
Yeah. And, not everything's about money, but
it can be. Yeah, exactly. It can be very lucrative financially for them. It really just depends on what everybody's looking for.
Yep. And, another thing that I'm personally looking into, and, because right now we are, kind of step back to square one on, the whole brand. One of the biggest things that I'm looking for is like, maybe getting into something like Nelk has Happy Dad. Logan Paul has Prime.
Jake has Better and W.
Yep.
Conor McGregor has, proper 12 Irish whiskey. So like being able to do that kind of stuff, once we grow our brand, once we grow the popularity and the size of Ending Hour, then we can use that, impressionable popularity to kind of build off and create not only our brand, to further our brand, but to create another aspect of our brand.
Exactly.
Another appendage.
Exactly. And it's just, we have a lot of stuff that we want to do with this, and a lot of stuff we're going to do with this. And it's super exciting. Barely can sit in my chair right now, but really we just wanted to make this, podcast, this video to just make it more informational and give you guys a direction of where we're going to take this podcast and this brand.
Yeah, guys. So it was just really just kind of a short little episode. The first episode of the podcast, we're going to basically title this just Future Plans. And it's something that we just wanted to jump on here and introduce ourselves for those who didn't know who we were, and just basically say, welcome back. That it's going to be a long ride. It's going to be fun, and we're definitely pumped and looking forward to it. So we got vlogs, we got a lot of podcasts, guests, getting involved in the community. We have a website coming up that we'll publish hopefully very soon. We're working diligently on that. We're going to be on all social media for long form content, YouTube, short form content, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook. Also Snapchat's going to have its unique little about our content, and then audio wise, it's going to be on Spotify and SoundCloud.
Yeah, guys. So either you're watching this during the day or at night, either have a good day or a good night. But again, my name is Ryan.
My name is Trey.
And hope you guys have a good night.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.